Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brendan, and if you do not know me, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you also turn my bell notifications on. Today, I'm just going to be explaining to you what happens or what would happen to me if I had an allergic reaction. So let's get started. Ever since I was little, I think 3 or 4 years old, that's when my family and I discovered that I had a super bad peanut allergy. Anything that goes from, peanut butter obviously comes from peanuts, pistachio, nutmeg, anything that has to do with nuts, peanuts, whatever. Oh, and also peanut oils. But what's crazy about peanut oil is the doctors told me that I wasn't allergic to it, so I can eat it, but at the same time I still don't want to chance it, because they go here in Illinois, from my knowledge, what the doctor told me when I was little, I was like 15, 16 when I had to go to like an allergist, because the reason why I have bags under my eyes, it's not because I'm not unhealthy. It's because of my allergies. Usually during the summer, it looks like I'm tired. It looks like somebody punched me in both of my eyes, like I just got in a fight. It looks like I have allergies all year around. And that's because, pollen, different types of foods, peanuts, whatever, whatnot. But sometimes in the winter, my bags under my eyes kind of sink in and I look normal. I don't look like I'm dying, so like in the summer, I feel like it's super hard to breathe. And that goes for a lot of people with, seasonal allergies. It just happens, even people that don't have allergies still get seasonal allergies, which is normal. But not a lot of people have peanut allergies. I feel like newer generations, like 90s to 2000 babies, have been, have gotten more allergic to things. Their seasonal allergies are worse. The food allergies are worse. Peanut allergies are worse, which is a crazy thing, because from what my dad told me and my grandma and just my family in general, they told me back then people didn't really have like allergies or weird problems like that. And, I totally understand that, because it's crazy to think about today, like people having allergies, super bad allergies, because the cures and the medicines they have today, which is super nuts to think about, because they never had like the medicines and cures back then like we do have today. I just want to hurry up and move along and talk about what will happen if I had a super bad allergic reaction. I have 2 EpiPens. One is the older model and one is the newer model. I actually have to get a different prescription because this one these both just expired actually. So basically I'll kind of show you, what happens, or how to actually use one of these. Fortunately enough, I have never, knock on, oh, drywall, wood, I don't, whatever is behind this wall is wood, I hope. Fortunately, I have never gotten to use this, which is a good thing. So, yeah, let's just move right into it. So when I smell peanuts, I get hard of breathing. When I'm around peanuts, if there's somebody talking to me, and I can smell peanuts on their breath, I will get pretty sick. I feel like I have to throw up. I feel like I gotta pass out. I feel like some of it's kind of anxiety related as well, because when you're allergic to peanuts, you're like, wow, I'm gonna die. So like I feel like it's also more anxiety as well because I do have panic and anxiety. I think I made a video about like how I am, me personally, when I have panic, so my when I start to smell it, you know, I get super hard of breathing. I'll talk like this, like there's not enough air coming through my airway. And it feels like somebody punched me in my chest and my ribs. They broke my ribs. You know, just it just feels like when I have hard breathing from smelling that, because the bacteria in the air go through your nose and clench onto your nose hairs, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. You don't have to be physically touched or, with the peanuts or, it's just from the bacteria in the air. When the peanut dust goes in the air, it goes in obviously in your nose, in your mouth, all that stuff. It's airborne. So when that happens, I get super hard of breathing, like I just said 50 times ago. My glands in the back start to swell up slowly. It takes like 10, 15, 20 minutes max for, me to actually have to go to the emergency room, for people to actually call 911 for me. One day I did have a allergic reaction, but that's for another video. Moving forward, my glands feel like they're swelling up in the back. I forgot what the dangly thing is called in the back of my throat. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. I've totally forgot. Like, this is why I failed health class. That goes up into my throat. You can't see it. My glands come out. They come out slowly. My airways start to shrink. I'm just getting anxiety thinking about it now because I know what it feels like. The inhaler could help, but it possibly cannot help at the same time because your body is having that terrible allergic reaction, that you can't really stop unless you have an EpiPen or go to the emergency room. And then I just feel super lightheaded, feel super dizzy, feel like I gotta pass out. I was at work one day, somebody was eating peanuts. I used to work on airplanes, not work on them, but like load them, unload them, whatever, on airplanes. I used to have this coworker. She ate on the plane all the time. So, one day I was up there with her and we didn't really talk. Like, I have a super sensitive nose, dude. Like, it's freaking crazy. So I was like, who's eating peanuts on the plane? And she's like, me? How did you know I was eating peanuts? I was like, because I'm allergic to them and I can smell them from like 30 miles away. And she's like, wow, that's crazy, but I'm eating the peanuts. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, well, I'm deathly allergic to peanuts even if I smell them. So congratulations, I have to go home because I don't feel good. I did not say it to her like that, but I was just thinking that. I was like, oh my God, dude, like I'm allergic to peanuts. Could you like put them away? She's like, yeah. So she put them away. When I was pushing the load back to the plane, I just start to feel super like, oh no, lightheaded, dizzy. I was like taking deep breaths. Have you ever had to like breathe and it wasn't satisfying? Like when you breathe, it's like smooth and like it pushes out smooth. That makes sense? That was me. And I didn't have my EpiPen, but I felt like that wasn't really EpiPen necessary. I just had to go home. I just went to the walking clinic. They said it was fine. They just gave me water, all that stuff. They gave me a spritz through the nose spray. Oh, I'm going to teach you guys how to use the EpiPen, okay? So this is expired, so I'm going to take it out of the package. The doctor says don't take it out of the package because it'll get contaminated. So this one's old anyways. So what you do is, let's say I'm passed out, okay? You open this, take this out of the package, pull this blue tab off, and then there's going to be a little needle right in here. And then the medicine is right in this tube. So you pull the top off, which releases this orange thing to pop out a little bit. And then you stab it right in your thigh. So let's say this is your thigh, and you stab it right here. You hold it for 10 seconds. And then after that 10 seconds is up, at the same time while you're rubbing it, you have to call 911, you know, and then, you know, just keep rubbing it and then just comfort the person. So, you know, if they stop breathing, you got to do CPR. And that would be on you if you know CPR or not, because I'm not going to show you how to do that right now. So that's about it. Honestly, just stab it in your thigh, keep it in there for 10 seconds, rub it, and then call 911. That's about it. If somebody didn't call 911 already. And let's say if you had a model like this. So what you want to do is it kind of pulls off like this. It looks like that. The needle is right in there in this little clear space. So what you do, you pull this blue thing out. This pops out like that. I'm not going to, because I never use this, so I don't want to get stabbed with it and actually go to the hospital right now. That would not be good. And then the same thing, just like this, you keep it, put it in your thigh, or your stomach or whatever. And that's about it for that one. You just hold it in there for 10 seconds. And yeah, that's about it. Just call 911, you know, don't let the person die in you. So that was kind of my interactions with peanuts. You know, like I said, it's a super duper scary situation. And if you or your friends or whoever is allergic to peanuts, don't eat peanuts around that person, because that's what's possibly going to happen to them. Worst case scenario, they'll end up in the hospital, possibly dead from it. I read a story. This guy was getting married to this lady, and he specifically told the catering company to not use peanut oil at all. And they were like, oh, I won't, you know, we don't cook with peanut oil. And the crazy thing is, when that catering company got to their wedding, served the food, whatnot, they cooked with peanut oil. And he died at his wedding. Super sad. If you know anybody that has a peanut allergy, friends, family, or just somebody in, you know, general or whatever, don't tease them about it. I mean, yeah, you can make jokes or whatever. Just don't. Teasing as in, if they tell you they're allergic, you put it up to their nose or whatever. Be like, I'm going to chase you around. No, don't do that, because, like, it's not funny at all, because it's a deathly situation. It's not cool. It's not worth you getting in trouble for if you make the other person sick by doing that. So yeah, I will, for the other story about my allergic reaction that I, you know, told you about earlier in this video, I'm going to be posting a new video about that story time. So there's going to be a story time video. So just wait for that, because it's going to be a good one, boys. So yeah, I will let y'all go. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Just be aware of people with allergies. Simple, you know, it's nothing hard. If they let you know, they let you know. You know, if you don't know about that person, ask. It's not that hard. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like it, subscribe down below, and also put on the bell notification icon so you get notified when I post new video, guys. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.